And back here now at Blacktown for the first game between the Wolves and the Firebirds here on Diamond 1. And it will be Veldon coming up to bat first, facing Amy Sutton with the ball. Here for the Waratah League. And Amelia Veldon watches an inside pitch, which is called a ball, first up. Sutton sends it in, and a strike called. Come back now, and it's Sutton pitching in a high one, watched nicely by Veldon. Game one here at Blacktown for the Ladies Waratah League. Sutton sends it in again, that one looks okay, and it's caught a strike. Batter is out. Good pitching by Sutton early. Starts off well. Brings up now Imogen Taylor. Watches a high pitch. Winds it up again. Strike. Taylor. High by the batter. Fouls it off down the right side. Out here. Taylor in the box. Dennis with his second batter. Blew out. Good, starting well, early. Richard Dunn. Bat in hand. Looking to start off the Wolves. Adam pitching well. Back on that. It popped up, drops in, and the batter gets safely to first. That one just dropping in between everyone. Bit of luck to the batter, but takes it. finds herself on first base. That one's hit nicely over the top and drops in front of the centre fielder. Now they find themselves with 2 runners on. All of a sudden, the Wolves are on the move. Sophie Hurst now, she's got 2 runners on for the Wolves. 2 outs. Into runners, that one gets away from the catcher, runners stay. Dancing, go back. Again, sends it high. Caught a strike. Over the view down there. So Hurst, 2 runners on. Hits it, fouls it to the right. One and 2. Sudden, back up. Put in by the batter. Ball is called. Okay, after quite a delay, we come back here to restart play. So it's a Wolves with 2 out, 2 runners on. This is the top of the first. And it's Sutton pitching to Hurst. And she's given out. And that ends the batting for the Wolves. So it's going to be Amy Sutton first up to bat. With the ball is Imogen Taylor. Pitching to Holly Taylor. Catching. Sends it in, sends it high. Watched well by Sutton. Bottom of the first, we had a lengthy delay. It's Taylor, Imogen Taylor, sends it in. It's fouled off by Sutton, behind the catcher. This pitcher winds up again, goes through her motions and sends it high. Taken well by Holly. That one's inside. Sutton gets out of the way. So Amy Sutton for the Firebirds in the box. Swings hard. That one goes over the top of left field. It's going towards the back fence. She comes around first, gets to second, and will hold up at second. Great hit by Amy Sutton. That went a long way.
Left field was in, not back far enough, and Sutton gets herself to second base. Good start for the Firebirds. Brings up now Zoe Bloom. Taylor sends it in, it's high. Sutton takes a good lead at second, goes back. Zoe Bloom, bat in hand, looking to advance a runner and get herself safe. That one goes inside. Sutton will go, moves herself to third. Imogen Taylor looking to find a mark again, just a tiny bit off. As Bloom looks to get the runner home. That one's high again, nicely watched. We're in the bottom of the first. 0-0 is the score. Taylor sends it in, that's fouled off high down the right side by Zoe Bloom. Will come back and go again. The number 3 uniform for Zoe Bloom. Pitch comes in, it's a change up, it's a good one. Nicely done by Imogen. Not picked by Bloom. So it's 2-2 now. Taylor sends it in, it's fouled down right again by Bloom. Sutton remains at third. She's waiting to come home. So Imogen Taylor looking to get a batter. That one's hit up towards shortstop, who takes it well, but the runner's fast, they score, and Bloom gets herself to first safely. Sutton crosses the home plate, so the Firebirds go out to a 1-0 lead. So Zoe Bloom now on first after scoring the runner off Sutton. Just a short delay again.
Again, have a delay here on diamond 1. Not too sure what the issue is at the moment. Looks like we're about to restart. Again, we're on our way. So the Firebirds at the bottom of the first, leading 1-0. That's hit by Bosic over the top, and it drops in safely. Advances a runner and gets herself to first. Good batting here early by the Firebirds. Two runners on now. Taylor sends it in, and a good change up. He's caught a strike. It's very high, runners will advance. Gets herself on third. Two runners on now for the Firebirds. Second and third advance. They lead by 1. Comes in, again it's high. Hard in the middle. Imogen Taylor struggling a little bit to find the target. Goes low. Nicely by the batter. Did well. It's going to drop short of the left fielder. They'll score. They move themselves to 2. They move runners first and third. Firebirds moving around nicely here. And O'Vorum. Two runners on for the Firebirds. Leading at the bottom of the first by 2. Sends that deep inside. Batter gets out of the way. Gets away from the catcher, but runner holds at third. Now goes hard. Unfortunately fouls it down the left side, but a big hit, massive hit. Great piece. Sails over the foul line down the left side. On 2 and 3. Pitched high, gets away. Stays at 3. It's hit high up in the air. Could drop short. It does in between three. And the runner goes home. Score another. Was popped up high, dropped between centre, left and shortstop. Firebirds now move to 3. Comes on, first base. Green. 42. Birds now move to 3. Bottom of the first. Nice pitch. Good. Ball. Now on 2 and 3. It's Taylor with the ball. Lines it up, sends it in. Look good. Good. By the umpire, it's called a strike. Come back by Taylor. And it goes from 3, should be safe, is safe. It's another run scored for the Firebirds. They move to 4. From 2 advances 3. But away from the catcher. By Green. Too high for her. Ella. Then lets it rip, fouled off. On the catcher by Green. Firebirds leading by 4 in the bottom of the first. And then a miss by Green. Good comeback by Taylor. It's a batter. Got Jocelyn Lockyer. Number 16. It's hard, swing and a miss. Been a good comeback by Imogen Taylor. We're on 3. Lockyer in the box. Taylor with the ball. Out off by Lockyer. Set. In. Fouls it off again. Taylor again. Sends that one in, and again Lockyer fouls it off. In behind the catcher. Battles starting to build. Taylor takes it back. Focus. Find a target again. Then, change up. Wrong, it hits the dirt in front of the batter. Picked it up nice and early. With the runner on 3. Firebirds are leading by 4, bottom of the first. Start for the Firebirds. Runners around nicely. Lockyer goes. It's away from the pitcher. Picked up by shortstop. Should be out. We are just missing out. Nicely done by the Wolves. With their second batter. Got the 2 out now. The Wolves. They trail by 4. Taylor sends a high one in. Watched nicely by the batter. Ball as well. Birds now leading by 5. Taylor just struggling a little bit. Target. Softball here at Blacktown. Waratah lead. On players. Sends that in. Side. Batter gets herself a walk to first. Time to have a meeting in the middle. Big group. High. A miss. Must have raked the batter on the way through. Go to first base. Now all of a sudden, Firebirds find themselves with 2 on base now on first and second. We're at the top now. This is Sutton. By Taylor. Watches it first. Down safely at first bat, Sutton. touch by Sutton. Wolves with 2 outs. Up to it here. There's 2 runners on. Trail by 5. That's hit nicely by Sutton. Drives it down the left side to the left fielder. And they score another. Batting well is Sutton. Firebirds move out to 6. 2 runners on. Sutton being the pitcher comes off. Quinn comes on as a runner. Second and third. Up Zoe Bloom again. Around safely. Well, with a hit to shortstop. Safe on first and ended up finding herself getting all the way round eventually. Pitch comes inside. Bloom has 2 runners on, second and third. Zoe Bloom. Them across again. Watches it nicely. Bottom of the first. Firebirds up by 6. To extend the lead. Watched by Bloom. All in the favour of the batter. Taylor sends it in again. Bloom hits it. It pops and drops just over first base. Scores 1, she'll score 2. Zoe Bloom. Ball that just flies over the top of first base. Drops in safely. Gets to 1 and scores 2 runners. Firebirds now move to 8. Calling a meeting again. Getting away a little. The bottom of the first. 30 Firebirds up by 8. Change is made. The Gamble takes up the role of pitcher here for the Wolves. Advances. Mills gets to safe, does Bloom with a good slide in, gets under the tag. Self to second, Howie Bloom. Firebirds, bottom of the first, leading 8-0. Sends it in, it's a slower one, it pops to foul territory down the left side. Base, get to it. Up by Gamble. Self, in. High. Lead by Bloom. That should go back at base. Hits it nicely. This should drop, although left field's coming around and takes it. Gets there in time. The most comfortable take, but she's got it. That finally ends it. As we move to the top of the second now, Firebirds leading 8-0. Come back now to the top of the second. Amy Sutton pitching the Holly Taylor. Fouls off the first one. Aggressive swing by Taylor to start off. Holly Taylor. Sutton brings in a good pitch, swing and a miss. Holly Taylor, the catcher for the Wolves, hits that one, pops it up, and it drops safely just in front of the second base fielder, who just couldn't make up the ground. Holly finds herself on first. That one popped over the top of the pitcher, in between pitcher and second base. Neither could get to it. Gamble picks the bat there and fouls it off. Ollie Taylor stays at first. Wolves looking to mount a comeback here. They trail by 8. Top of the second. And sends it in. That's a good little bunt. She'll advance a runner. And the throw gets away from first. So here comes Taylor. She's going all the way. And she gets there. Nice running by Holly. And they score their first. Throw getting away from first base. It was low. She couldn't grab it. Batter gets herself on second, scoring the runner. Holly Taylor. It's across the home plate. It's straight down and will be out at first. Advances a runner. Runner now on 3. Fouled off by Olivia. Garella. The bat. That one sail over high. There's a runner on 3 waiting to come home. Sutton trying to put a stop to that. It in. That's hit nicely and gets away from second. So they score another. Couple of misfields. The Wolves move to 2. Hit nice and hard by the batter. Be taken at second. Move back to the top. Weldon. Wolves claw their way back. Sutton sends it in, and that's a big swing. It looks like it's going to drift out to the right side in foul territory, and it does. Leah Weldon. There's the bat. Sutton winds it up again. Sends it in. It's fouled off behind the catcher. Top of the second, 8-2 the score. Wolves climbing their way back slowly. One's pitched high by Sutton. Have a runner on 1. Batter in box. Here Weldon. Weldon swings hard, gets away from the catcher. She'll get herself to first and advance a runner. Nicely done by Weldon. Aware of the count. Ball just getting away from the catcher. She lost it. Although she is out because first base was occupied. One's hit nicely up the centre. Runner comes around and will go home. So they now move to 3 and they bridge a gap. Score now moves 8-3 in favour of the Firebirds. Fielding team. We're going to miss. Rachel Dunk in the box. Has a runner on 1. Rips it in, but a ball is caught. That one's hit. Again, up the centre. A little bit of a bobble. Allows the runner from first to get the second safely. They find themselves with 2 on now. Number 7 now, Maddie Kemp coming into the lineup. In bat, it's pitched high. 2 runners on, 8-3 the score. Top of the second, Firebirds leading the Wolves. Sutton rips it inside. Kemp did well. These 2 runners around. Sutton winds it up. Kemp goes, fouls it. Watched again. It up nice and early. That one's hit beautifully up the middle. Runner will score again. They score the 1. Possibly 2, but batter wasn't aware of it. Ball got away from the third base fielder. Ball now moves 8-4. This has been a great comeback by the Wolves. They were trailing 8-0. Now just 4 behind. Runners on 2 and 3. Sophie Hurst, batter, to take a place in the box. Hurst, she find a gap. Batting well is the Wolves. Hurst goes, fouls it down the left side. She got a great piece of it. Just changing balls. Back to a mark. It's set again. Button to Hurst. Button wins the battle. After all that, the Firebirds leading the Wolves 8-4 as we move to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second now. 8-4 the score to the Firebirds. They have the bat in hand. They'll try to extend that lead. Ball called. One's hit, fouled down the left side. Away on the left side of the batter. Watching Waratah League here from Blacktown. It's called a ball. Batter walks herself to first base. one. Campbell sends this one in. That's fouled behind the catcher. A swing and a miss. Batter out. Runner advances and she's out at second. Good bit of fielding. They nailed two. The runner stealing from first to second. This is a great comeback here by the Wolves. They trail by 4. Green, she's all on her own out there in the batter's box. No runners on. Campbell sends it in. Sends it in well. Strike called. Comes in. A swing and a miss. Campbell doing well. Green, put some bat on this. Gamble winning the battle. This time it goes down to the shortstop, picks it up beautifully, fires it in, and that's out. Great bit of fielding. That ends it with no damage. For the Wolves, good chance to come back now. Move to the top of the third. Firebirds leading 8-4. Wolves now with a bat. Bridge that margin a little bit more. Ollie Taylor, the batter's box, swings, misses. high. Taylor watches it nicely. Taylor goes, fouls it behind the catcher. The net. Find himself 4 runs. It's high. Lee Taylor reading it nicely, nice and early. Lee Taylor is a catcher for the Wolves. Imogen was doing the pitching. Then fast, hit nicely, finds a gap through second and shortstop, and she is safe on first base. Nice drive, straight over second plate. Second base, and it was safe. Good start to the Wolves. Campbell now with the bat. He bunts well. He'll be out at 1, but moves a runner who's going to third. This will be close, and it's safe. Oh no, umpire's given it out. I didn't think the tag was made. Never mind. Both coaches for the Wolves not too impressed, but we move on. Way high. Munsey in the box. It's pitched high. Watch nicely. One's taken nicely at first. That will end it for the Wolves. Able to bridge the gap. Score stays 8-4. Lockyer takes a place in the box now. Gamble with the ball in hand. At the bottom of the third now, and the score Firebirds 8, Wolves 4. That one's pitched in high. Watched nicely by Jocelyn Lockyer. Firebirds will be looking to extend their lead here. And that's hit nicely up the centre by Lockyer. Safe hit on the ground. Gets herself on first base. Good start for the Firebirds. '26, Walmsley now going to join the batting lineup. Russo comes back. Again, we're set to go. Runner on one. Lockyer. She will go as it gets away from the catcher. Itself safely to 2. Up first base now for Walmsley. Brings it in, that's hit. Off tip to shortstop. And they take, oh no, it gets away from first base. But Walmsley gets to first safely. Jocelyn Lockyer gets herself to third. A runner comes on for Walmsley. This is Quinn. Roach is getting away from first base fielder. They have a runner in a scoring position. Firebirds. Strike. Answers from 1 to 2. Runners on 2 and 3. That one off. Right side. Late swing. All working hard with the ball in the circle. Been hit down third baseline and goes between, beats 2. Very soft hit. Goes between the legs of the first fielder. Gets away from the second. Lockyer gets across the home plate and scores for the Firebirds, who move to 9. They have a runner on 1 and 3. Couple misfield. Sutton in the box. Move to the top. Amy Sutton goes for a very high one. Tries to bring it down. Amusement of her teammates. Firebirds leading 9-4. The bottom of the third. Sutton. Good at bat so far. Now on 2 and 3. Campbell's about to send it in. Sutton ready. Sutton goes again high, swings at a high one, fouls it off. Chasing everything. She goes hard this time. That drops safely and gets away from the left fielder. They score one, they score two. Sutton passes second. She's heading for third. It's going to be close. She may be out. She will be out. Good throw from the left fielder. They get Sutton at third. Coach reminding her to get down. Sutton stands up and gets tagged. In the meantime, she scores two. Hit by Sutton, scoring the two runners. Fortunately getting herself out at third. Zoe Bloom. Been safe on both occasions at bat. Swings at this one, who drops short of her. She gets a little bit of bat on it and fouls it down the left side. Firebirds 11, Wolves 4, bottom of the third. Bloom. One. Nice hop over first base. Second at bat. Off safely to first. She hits that sweetly. Drives it down the line at left. Gets to first, rounds that. Back to first, but that was a nice hit by Bloom. Bit too hard for the fielder at third. Rolled all the way down to the left fielder. Right. Sends it in. Hits a dirt. Bloom goes from 1 to 2. Rounds that. Sneaky look at third. Decides to go back. That will be time and game in the first game here on Diamond 1 of the Waratah League. Firebirds taken victory.